Did you know that the average person makes about 35,000 remotely conscious decisions each day? Now here's the kicker. A study from Cornell University suggests that about 227 of those decisions are just about food. But how many decisions do we make about how we react to things around us? Not many, right? That's because most of us don't realize we have a choice. Our emotions can feel like wild, untamed forces that dictate how we respond to life's challenges. But what if I told you that you hold the reins? That's right. Controlling your emotional reactions can unlock a world of potential, from improving relationships to enhancing job performance. In this guide, we're diving deep into the art of not reacting, or at least not impulsively. We'll explore 15 transformative habits that can help you master your emotions, from recognizing your triggers to adopting a growth mindset. Prepare to be amazed by how simple changes in your daily routine can lead to profound impacts on your emotional well-being. So, are you ready to take control and discover the power within? Let's embark on this exciting journey together. Chapter 1: Introduction to Emotional Mastery. Welcome to our journey towards emotional mastery. It's no secret that managing our emotions effectively can lead to a happier, more fulfilling life. Did you know that according to a study by the American Psychological Association, people who are better at handling their emotions tend to have better job performance and more satisfying relationships? That's right. The power of not reacting impulsively can make a huge difference in all aspects of your life. But what does it really mean to master your emotions? It's not about suppressing them. Rather, it's about understanding and regulating them in a way that works for you, not against you. Imagine driving your car with a clear destination in mind, rather than being driven by it. That's emotional mastery for you. Chapter 2: Understanding your triggers. Now let's talk about understanding your triggers. Triggers are those sneaky things that prompt us to react in ways we might later regret. Did you ever notice how a certain comment or situation can make your blood boil, or suddenly you're on the verge of tears? That's your trigger at work. Psychology Today highlights that being aware of our emotional triggers is the first step towards managing our reactions. It's like being a detective in your own life, identifying clues and patterns. Here's a fun fact. The brain's limbic system, responsible for our emotional responses, reacts to perceived threats in milliseconds, faster than we can consciously decide to react. So understanding your triggers isn't just helpful, it's crucial for taking back control. Chapter 3: The Pause Technique. Moving on to one of the most powerful tools in our emotional toolkit, the pause technique. This technique is as simple as it sounds, but don't let its simplicity fool you. The pause technique involves taking a deliberate moment to stop before reacting. It's about giving yourself the gift of time. Time to process, reflect, and choose your response. According to a study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, even a brief pause can significantly reduce aggressive responses to provocation. And here's a quote to ponder by Viktor Frankl: "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." By pausing, you're tapping into that powerful space, giving yourself a chance to respond rather than react. It's like hitting the pause button on a movie to give yourself a moment to grab some popcorn. Except in this case, you're grabbing a moment of clarity. Chapter 4: Mindfulness and Awareness. Stepping into Chapter 4, let's shine a light on mindfulness and awareness. Picture this. You're scrolling through your phone, not really there in the moment. Sound familiar? Mindfulness pulls us out of autopilot mode and into the present. It's like when you're fully engrossed in your favorite song and the world just fades away. Studies, like one from Harvard University, show that mindfulness meditation can literally change the structure of your brain, enhancing areas associated with memory, sense of self, empathy, and stress. Pretty cool, right? And mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as paying full attention to your breathing or the sensations of walking. Each moment of awareness is like a mini vacation for your brain. Chapter 5: The Power of Breathwork. Breathing. We all do it, but did you ever stop to think how it can be a secret weapon in controlling your emotions? Enter Chapter 5: The Power of Breathwork. There's a saying by Thich Nhat Hanh: feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. This couldn't be more accurate. Scientific research confirms that deep, conscious breathing can calm the nervous system and decrease stress levels. Imagine your breath as a remote control for your emotions. Slow, deep breaths can literally turn down anxiety. And the best part? You can do it anywhere, anytime. No special tools or apps required. Just you and your breath. Chapter 6. Developing Self-Compassion. Chapter 6 is all about turning kindness inward. Developing self-compassion might sound fluffy, but it's backed by hard science. According to Dr. Kristen Neff, a leading researcher on self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness can lead to less anxiety, depression, and stress. Think about how you'd treat a friend who's going through a tough time. That's self-compassion. It's the art of being your own best friend. And no, it's not selfish, it's necessary. A little self-compassion can go a long way in helping you react less and respond more thoughtfully to life's ups and downs. It's like applying a soothing balm to your emotional bruises, helping them heal faster and stronger. Chapter 7. Setting Healthy Boundaries. Let's dive into Chapter 7, where we talk about setting healthy boundaries. Imagine your life as a garden. Boundaries are the fence that keeps things you don't want out and nurtures what's inside. It's not about being selfish, it's about self-care. Experts say that clear boundaries can lead to improved mental health and stronger relationships. And get this, setting boundaries helps you respect others' limits too. So how do you start? It's as simple as saying no when you mean it. You're not just protecting your time and energy, you're teaching others how to treat you. Remember, your boundaries are yours to set and crucial for emotional control. Chapter 8. The Role of Journaling. Next up, Chapter 8 focuses on the role of journaling. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that writing about your feelings can help your brain regulate emotions? According to a study by the University of Texas, expressive writing can lower stress and anxiety. Think of journaling as your personal therapist, available 24/7. It's a space where you can vent, reflect, and dream without judgment. And it doesn't have to be a daily novel. Even a few sentences can make a difference. So, grab a pen and paper and let your thoughts flow. It's like clearing the clutter in your mind to make room for peace and clarity. Chapter 9. Adopting a Growth Mindset. Chapter 9 is all about adopting a growth mindset. Carol Dweck, the psychologist who coined the term, says that people with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to grow, not as threats. This mindset shift is powerful. Instead of reacting defensively to setbacks, you learn from them. Imagine failing at something and thinking, "Not yet," instead of "I can't." That's a growth mindset. Studies show that this approach leads to greater resilience and success. So the next time you face a hurdle, see it as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. It's a game changer in how you control your emotional reactions and navigate life. Chapter 10. Cognitive Restructuring Techniques. Chapter 10 brings us to cognitive restructuring techniques. This might sound like something out of a science textbook, but it's really about changing the way we think. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, everything always goes wrong? That's a cognitive distortion. Cognitive restructuring teaches us to challenge and reframe these thoughts. It's like editing a document where you replace errors with correct information. According to cognitive behavioral therapy principles, this process helps reduce emotional distress. So next time a negative thought pops up, try asking yourself, is this really true? You might be surprised at how this simple question can change your perspective and reduce emotional reactions. Chapter 11. The Importance of Empathy. Moving on to Chapter 11, let's talk about the importance of empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in someone else's shoes. It's understanding their feelings and perspectives without judgment. Dr. Brené Brown, a research professor, says empathy is a choice and a vulnerable one. But here's the kicker. Practicing empathy can actually improve your own emotional well-being. Studies have found that empathetic people tend to have better social connections and lower levels of stress and depression. Plus, empathy can diffuse conflicts and improve relationships. So by choosing to approach situations with empathy, you're not just helping others, you're also giving yourself a gift. Chapter 12. Practicing Gratitude. In Chapter 12, we explore practicing gratitude. Gratitude is more than saying thank you. It's about noticing and appreciating the good in our lives, even on tough days. Did you know that gratitude can physically change your brain? Research by the University of California, Davis, shows that regularly expressing gratitude can increase happiness and reduce depression. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Try starting or ending your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee or a text from a friend. This practice can shift your focus from what's missing to what's abundant in your life, helping you react less to negativity and embrace a more positive outlook. Chapter 13. Physical Exercise as an Emotional Outlet. Welcome to Chapter 13, where we lace up our sneakers and dive into physical exercise as an emotional outlet. It's no secret that exercise is good for the body, but did you know it's also a powerhouse for the mind? According to the American Psychological Association, regular physical activity can significantly decrease symptoms of depression and anxiety. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, chemicals that act like natural painkillers and mood elevators. It's like your body's way of saying, "Thank you, let's feel good now." Whether it's a brisk walk, yoga, or hitting the gym, find an activity that you enjoy. It's not about running a marathon unless that's your thing. It's about moving your body to clear your mind. Exercise gives you a break from the mental chatter and allows you to reconnect with yourself. Chapter 14. Building a Support Network. Chapter 14 is all about the power of connection and building a support network. Humans are social creatures by nature. We thrive on connection and suffer when we feel isolated. A study in the journal Health Psychology found that people with strong social ties have lower levels of stress hormones and healthier cardiovascular functions. That's pretty amazing, right? Your support network can be family, friends, co-workers, or even a support group. People who uplift and support you. It's like having a team in your corner cheering you on. Sharing your struggles and achievements with this network not only helps you process your emotions, but also strengthens your bonds with them. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. Showing vulnerability can be a strength, not a weakness. Chapter 15. Conclusion and moving forward. As we wrap up with Chapter 15, let's reflect on our journey through emotional mastery. From understanding triggers to practicing gratitude, each strategy offers a unique way to enhance your emotional intelligence and resilience. Implementing these habits won't happen overnight, but remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. It's like planting a garden. With care and patience, it will grow and flourish. As you move forward, keep exploring what works best for you. Your emotions are a part of you, but they don't have to control you. You have the tools and knowledge to navigate your emotional landscape with confidence. So here's to you and your journey toward emotional mastery. The power of not reacting impulsively is within you. Let's continue to grow, learn, and evolve together.